which is Carolyn Gracie QVC. Please go there, post something you want to show off to everybody, and we will show as many of those as we can during the program. You'll see one of my pictures with my Roberta's rose lilies that we talked about last time we were on Sunday with my Ellen water fountain, bird feeder fountain. So that's where we want you to post your pictures. So speaking of Roberta's, we're going to have some really great Roberta's items in the show today.
Absolutely.
And I'm glad because I haven't had much of a chance to work with you guys this season, which is just unfortunate because I love your stuff.
And we always love working with you the best too.
Thank you, honey. So this is Court Wallene, one of the Wallene family, and we're going to start with these brand new cut and plant Coco fiber succulent landscape mats. These are actually a big 10 by 20 inch square this year, and you get 300 plants in here. These are not the same ones as last year.
No.
These are brand new, and I will depend on you, my friend, to tell us what we're getting this time.
I'd love to. So like you said, this is a huge 10 by 20 inch Coco mat, succulent landscape garden. Carolyn, in this Coco mat, they're planted 300 of our top 2 succulent ground covers.
And all 300 of them are going to spread around and fill in the gaps.
And I'm going to show you exactly how much they spread. But we're the only ones in the United States that does this exclusive blend. We have the stone crop, 6 varieties, and we have the ice plant, 3 brand new colors.
And so stone crop and ice plant are usually not included in these Coco fiber mats.
Well, maybe stone crop, but never the combination.
The combination of the two. Okay, so this is what you're going to get, and you can actually just leave it in that if you want to.
Look, it comes in a nice tray. This year we made them lightweight, easier to hang. We made them thinner, easier to cut. And we added some beautiful new colors.
Wow.
So Carolyn, of the 101 items that we offer on QVC, in my opinion, this is the most beautiful,
how gorgeous that is.
The easiest to grow, and the most versatile. You're not limited to a container. Let's look at the images, and I want to show you exactly how you can use these.
Wow, look at that.
Look at all the color and the texture. These are 12 months of interest. You're going to have color-changing foliage 12 months out of the year, even under the snow. They're winter hardy to minus 15 degrees. You can put them in all the different containers that you like. That's an old wheel. Yeah. Isn't that beautiful?
An old boot, an old a broken water fountain. You can put them in a wheelbarrow. I mean, anything you can think of.
And look at how they spread on the ground cover. One of our trays, you can cut up and make 10 pieces that are about 4 by 5, and they will spread to cover 30 square feet.
Wow.
And this is what I'm doing in my backyard living room. Wow. I'm adding more and more every year.
So that's vertical gardening.
That's vertical gardening. You can hang them on the wall, and I'll show you exactly how to do it. And also, your outdoor dining room table, set this like this, just right on the tabletop.
Wow.
And you have a beautiful living centerpiece, Carolyn, right out of the box. These are not dormant. These are full grown. They come to you at just the right time to use any way you like.
So they're full grown, and all they want to do is spread around.
And see the beautiful ice plants that are included in this set?
This is the prettiest set I've ever seen as far as flowers on top. That looks gorgeous.
I think so, because we have some beautiful colors of ice plant, and then we have the stone crop in the foreground there, and you see all the different colors. We put all the colors, the golds, the greens, the oranges, the reds, everything you get together.
Wow.
And then here you go. You can mix and match them.
So there's some
use some of our hens and chicks with them.
I love it.
You're not.
So you guys, it's $46, 2 easy payments today, which is great, of $23.46. But remember, you're getting 300 plants for $46. So that's a seriously great value. And you can cut them all up and put them wherever you'd like, in all the nooks and crannies.
And hang them.
You can put them in between the cracks of your sidewalk or your stepping stones. They love being planted in the ground, everywhere you want to fill something in. I like putting these around the edges of the asphalt of my driveway where nothing else will grow because it gets too hot and dry. These guys need very little maintenance, right?
Oh, little to no maintenance. And look in close here, Carolyn. I created a beautiful little fairy garden. I'll show you how to do that. But let's start cutting, because I want to show people how they can use these all around the garden. Here you go, right here.
All right.
So
there you go, my friend. So we took it out of the plastic. That's all you have to do. And again, the mat is thinner this year, so it's easier to cut. I love that idea.
Look at that. So there's the roots in here. So what you're going to do is take the mat, and I like to use Mark Charles garden shears, kitchen shears in my garden as well. And you just cut this. Cut, And I usually like to make 4x5 pieces.
Okay.
You get 10 of those pieces.
And it doesn't matter how you cut them. You're not going to hurt them if you cut off one of the stems or something. So just cut them any which way you want.
No, and then you take this and you just fill it in. This could be on top of last year's mulch. There's really no preparation.
Right.
This could be in between your pavers like we did there. And you just keep going, you cut and plant.
So fill all your containers, put them in between the rocks. If you've got a terrace garden, these are great. If you've got a rock garden, these are perfect. They go in any kind of container and they never go to sleep. They never go dormant. Even under the snow, if you brush the snow off of them, they are still living, and they change colors throughout the year.
You're right.
A lot of the year
color.
they have flowers on them too, which is
all
great.
summer. Now look at this. So you might get some of these little clippings.
Don't throw them away.
No, look. You can just sprinkle these. Here, you want to help me?
Sure.
Just sprinkle them on top of your mulch.
And guess what?
Put them in your. You don't even need to dig that.
They're
Look,
all gonna make
I just lay them there. Sprinkle.
a new plant.
All going to fill in. One of our flats, Carolyn, will spread to cover a 25-foot border or 30 square feet.
They're so easy. And again, with all of your new plants, you want to be sure and water them in, but it doesn't really require you to do any maintenance. It doesn't matter what kind of soil. They're so easy, and really any kind of container, which is great because a lot of times you have like more shallow containers that a lot of plants won't work in because they need a deeper root thing.
You're right, not with these.
Yeah.
Now let me show you, folks, do this with your kids or grandkids. I cut a little piece, I cut it to fit my little pot here.
I love it.
And then you take your little fairies, which are right here, and you just add these in here.
At any little garden shop or, you know, Lowe's or somewhere.
Yes,
they all have little fairy
know,
things.
The boys love to use your little Legos. So you do this for the boys, the girls.
I love that.
It introduces them to gardening, and you can't kill them.
Well, my grandma used to have these all over her terraced garden in the back, and that's who I was inspired to do gardening by. And she used to have little statues. She always had little saints.
Yeah.
I remember she had a little church that the doors
how
opened.
adorable, Carolyn.
And she had them all hidden around in her garden, just like this.
Yeah.
You'll have so much fun. You can incorporate your grandkids to help you with this, and you're getting quite a value. 300 plants
of our most exclusive blends of all the different colors of stonecrop, and 3 colorful brand new ice plants, and we're the only ones in the world that put together a cocoa fiber mat.
These are nice.
In these combination of colors.
I love these, and I got them last year. Last year's were so popular. Mine are doing gangbusters in my garden, so try the new set this year. It's all new this year. 2 payments of $23.46 today. And then don't forget, with all of your Roberta's plants, order that 10-ounce spray and flourish. That's going to give you 500 quarts of great micronutrients for your plants. All right, more Roberta's still to come. Can I just tell you, this entire warehouse smells like this lavender. Oh my gosh. We have the only American-grown lavender.